how can we create a new world when those horrible things are happening in the world? What is this holding our frequency when there is so much fear and so much anger and so much other things in the world? And how can we stay in our heart space? How can we hold ourselves in this place of love and gratitude and all of those things, even when there are challenging times? And I want to take a look at 3 cards that we get from this Goliath deck. And there is this Sacred Heart, the heart of and soul of Goliath. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups. These are the piles to choose from, and just trust your intuition that you will find the right pile that holds information for you. And even if there are more than one piles that speak to you, just trust your intuition that there is a different area in your life that will hold that will need an information and what Spirit has to share about this. And just trust your intuition that you will find the right information for yourself to step into your energy, into your courage to move beyond the fray. Thank you so much for being here, and I see you in your reading. Welcome, Pile 1. You chose the heart of Goliath, and this card is about love, right? And the author says it's important to recognize what and who you value most and share this. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love holds no jealousy or envy. Love is faith and hope. Love is unity and strength. In this card we see the heart shape wrapped around beautiful blooming roses with light beams pushing outwards into the darkness. Love is not something we hold in cognitive terms. It is more something we feel. This card is reminding you that it is important to hold compassion for everything and everyone, no matter who they are or where they may have come from. Love can uplift and transcend all. This card reminds us how to show love, compassion, and humility to all, even in the face of cruelty and adversity. It is not asking you to remain passive and defenseless. It's just asking you to let your guard down every once in a while. Love is, above all, understanding of yourself and loving it, as you cannot love something external from you without first mastering what is within. Love is a word used by many but understood by few. If you have it, then you know it. Just vibrate and hold space for others and simply love them anyway. This is something I have to remind myself every day. And yeah, this is your first message about how to hold your frequency in these challenging times. And I feel that this is, of course, this is a difficult task, right? If we feel all of these things that are not right in our perception, and we can feel that there is something missing in the outer world, there's something, and I think you found it, because it is, of course, it is missing. When we are in the space of love, we are not able to hurt other people. And when there is a space where people hurt other people, this is a moment when we see that there is love missing. And that is one thing that we can do to pour in love. And I know that this sounds ridiculous, and it sounds like bypassing, but I don't think it is. It is energy work anyways. So it is energy work to pour in the love where it is most needed. And of course, that is a thing that is to be mastered first, because there are so many things that create different energies in us. And I deeply believe that we can master our own emotions and create a loving world by focusing on love. You can be, you can have a different opinion about that, but it's where I'm coming from, and where this card comes from, right? And we have the crossroads, we have the anchor, we have the mouse, and we have cat's hair, sorry for that. And we have the park. And we have symbiosis, a trine, and we have the 7th house and relationships. And we have a win-win outcome is forecast. And we have these 2 cards, and that is really beautiful as well, because we have, on the one hand, we have vigilance, and on the other hand, we have harness the invisible. And for me, this card spread is showing you that you are in this moment of the crossroads where you let go of old beliefs that you held on to, because it is like something that was told to you and that was conditioned into you, that is something that is leaving right now. And this is the mouse getting rid of the anchor, and this is like the anchor of holding on to something, and holding on to something that made you safe for, I believe it did. But the past month and years that we experienced changed your perception of safety. And it is this moment where you realize that you have to put the most value on the things that move you forwards and move us forwards in relationship and in connecting to other people and working with other people to create something really new. And this, the thing that is of most value is the win-win, that we pour our heart into our creations, into our visions, into the new world, and then to focus on the win-win that comes with it. And I think that is really important to realize that there is a thing, and you cannot see the cards as I can see here. I have to. Yes, I think that is working. And this win-win that comes with it is really important, because that's where we you know, that the past years and our conditioning was about the survival of the fittest, and that is where we this situation, this is the belief that leads into war and into the things that we experience in this present moment when we listen to the outer news and to the things that are happening in the world. And this is the moment where you have to take the next step in your life and stop focusing on your mind, being vigilant about other people, and setting your focus on the win-win outcome and nurturing others and being nurtured at the same time. And harness the invisible is the invitation to step into your spirituality, into the things that you cannot see, but you know that they are there. It is like focusing on this moment of loving other people, loving everyone in the same way, even when they are not in your space, even when they don't understand what you are doing and when they don't understand where you are heading, and love them anyways. But then go for your own beliefs, right? Go for your own heart in the same moment and that feels like that this is a crossroad where you show up in the outer world with this, where you show up as being the heart-centered being that is putting the meaning and the value first and putting spirituality first. Stop listening to the news. That is what I would say about this, because the vigilance card is about you being vigilant, of course, and being hyper vigilant, and that is what spiritual people are often. They take the things really to their hearts, and not everything that is in the news is true. Not everything, they put meaning on things. They put meaning, they put their values on things. And so you will hear specific things and you won't hear other things. And that is wanted, because that is their way of manipulating. And this is the invitation to stop listening to that and allowing yourself to get into your heart space. And this can be that you feel like this is bypassing, right? That you don't realize that there is suffering in the world, but it's not. It's like where attention goes, energy flows, and that is what you experience when you focus on these parts where real suffering is happening. If you focus on that, it is not working. And there is the grace and generosity to step into your love, into your generosity, and into your resources as well, to create a new world that is needed right now. And you can do this because you have the grace and the generosity to do this. And we want to take a look at tarot cards as well, so that we can see where this is leading, and what does that mean, right? To step into your resourcefulness, into the opportunities that will show up. And the opportunities will show up because they will get you into the place where you can be of service to the greater good. And that's what we asked in the beginning. How can we hold our frequency? Because that is where we step into the power that comes with our energy, right? And our heartfelt energy is something that is really, really powerful. And what does that mean for you? Or is this card doesn't want to come up? The Seven of Swords. Yeah, there is this being afraid of being taken advantage of. This is holding on to yourself, holding your love for yourself, or holding your love close to you. That was what the author was saying about this Sacred Heart, that it has to radiate outwards. It has to be given, right? And there we have the sun as the ability to shine your light in the outer world, shine your light as bright as you can, and show other people how to move with it and move beyond your own limitations that came with your conditioning, and move in your creations forwards. And that is really, really beautiful, because we have this trust this moment that something great will come with it, because it is this moment of change and of resurrection, and it's your light. And this is the beautiful Hermit that shines its light in the outer world, that shines bright to help other people and to help the ships to find the harbor. That is where this comes from. And the Nine of Wands is reminding you that it is your task to let go of the resistance and to step into the resourcefulness. And we have the King of Pentacles that is able to tap into their resourcefulness, that is able to move beyond our limitations. And the limitations came with this, on the one hand, this old pain that you experienced, but staying there, and that we had in the beginning with the anchor, holding on to this pain and not allowing life to bring you something else, was the thing that happened parallel to this. Just being stubborn in the moment because you wanted to hold on to the emotions and to the nightmare that came with it. And this is changing now, because now we have the choice. We have the choice, and we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Magician. And there we have the choice that you can create on your own, whatever you want to create, because you have everything. You are resourceful beyond measure, and you can create the abundance that you really want to create. The one thing you have to let go, and that is what is happening now. What is happening in this moment of the new moon in Cancer, that it is reminding you that you have to let go of this old pain. You have to let go. You have to focus on being in this benefactor place and living the abundance that really is there all around you, even when there are challenging times, even when there are difficult things to handle, because you are the creator. And that's what the Magician comes with, right? You are the creator. You are the one who is able to change the frequency if you allow yourself to be in the frequency of love, even when there are challenging things. And that is the difficult things. We often don't allow ourselves to be happy in times when there are people that are not happy. And we feel guilt and shame and all of those things. But it is necessary if we want to change this world, and if we want to change this energy in the world, and if we want to change the wars of the world, we have to be peace. We have to be love. We have to emanate, we have to radiate love. We cannot stay in this nightmare and think that this would change anything. It won't. The energy of love changes something. The energy of peace is the only answer that is helping. And that's the invitation, because you can. Because this showed us that you are the resourceful person. You are someone who has all of this. And what if you would show up in the outer world? You show up and give this to other people, because you can harness the invisible and can give this into the outer world. That's your invitation, Pile 1. To be the abundance and to let go of the old things that you held on to the old pain, to the old nightmare, to the old hurts and betrayals. And this is the moment to decide in a new way and to step into your heart and to radiate your love, to nurture others and to nurture yourself in it. And it's a hard task to stay in your love, to stay in your peace when challenging things are happening in the outer world. But it's the only thing that is working, because that is where the frequency is high. When we go into fear, hate, or whatever anxiety, we drop. And that is the task of mastering ourselves and preventing ourselves from dropping our energy, because something else is in the outer world on a lower frequency. And that is this mastery that you are on. And you only chose this card because you can. You know, we only get the tasks that we can handle. This is what you can handle. How beautiful is this? To stay in this grace and generosity, to stay in the place of love, and to let go of all the past things that are not true, that just hold you back. Pile 1, this is your answer to this new moon. This is your love that is needed in the world. Your love is needed. Your peace is needed. And it's your choice to go there. And although there is fray, tumult in the world, but it's your choice to focus on love. And even to send everyone a compassionate heart. That would help as well. Thank you so much, Pile 1, for being here and for liking and subscribing and supporting this channel. I'm grateful for you and for your love in this world. Thank you, and I see you soon. Welcome, Pile 2, and you chose the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is, what the author said, indicates a time of great mental clarity and total breakthrough. You were not able to see the whole picture before, but now you can. You now have great insight, and the knowledge that you need to move forward is finally here. You have perfect clarity and now know exactly where you stand and what to do next. This card represents a new, clear way of thinking. The Ace of Swords is also compelling you to go out and find things that mentally challenge you in order to become smarter and a better version of your mental self. It is also connected to your moral sense of right, wrong, and justice, taking it all in the angles of a situation and processing the data before moving forward to achieve the result you need. The idea for this card was just an abstract admiration for the shape of the snake's tail on the barren, dried-up mud-bed floor. The beam of light and glow from the snake's tail symbolizes a breakthrough, as though you could not see, but now you can. This card may also be linked to a legal battle or an unjust situation that you feel stuck in, where new information becomes available and tips the case scale back into your favor. The Ace of Swords suggests that you are prepared to go and fight a battle for yourself or someone else to get the resolution you seek out. The Ace of Swords represents a triumph that will follow these challenges. Be mighty and be sharp. This Ace of Swords is a card of mental clarity, and that you get the information that you need to move forwards. And maybe that was something that was your challenge in the recent past, is that you didn't know all of the informations and that you didn't know what to move forwards, and you needed this time to take a step back and to gather all the informations that you need for your next step. And I believe that this is the moment of change. This is the moment where you gather the information that you need to move forwards. And I feel that this is this one. And this one and this one. So let's take a look. And then we have the Pandora's box, and we have the sickle, and we have the clover. So there we can see that the fears that you held, and it was like a fear about something really bad happening, something breaking free and hurting you in a way. You know, Pandora's box is holding all of the challenging emotions, and now it is this moment of cutting this away, right? Cutting your fears away and stepping into the luck that you want to experience. And we have the South Node and the past, and we have Pallas Athena and think, and this is a beautiful connection to the Ace of Swords. And there we have the fiery climax approaches, and we have the card of the Fields of Dream, and we have the card of breath. And this is like allowing this to unfold, whatever is in your mind that is happening in your life, where you feel that something really bad is happening, and that is challenging you in this moment. And this is the promise that it is not happening, that this is something that is, it's like a lucky strike in disguise. Something is happening that leads you into a new direction or a new possibility, opportunity that is happening because of this, because this challenge happened in your life. And it's about you letting go of the past and thinking strategically with your mind and keeping your mind in check when it comes to catastrophizing. Keeping your mind in check, even when a fiery climax approaches, and that is where you start to catastrophize. You think, oh, this means that this is happening. But it doesn't mean anything about that. It doesn't mean anything that catastrophes are happening. This is like, keep your mind in place, keep your vision in place. The Field of Dreams is about believing in your vision and creating, although you don't see the outcome yet. And the breath is the most important thing that we have to hold ourselves in place, in our place of, in this moment of challenge, to hold us in our frequency of our vision. And in the best outcome that we can experience, that we want to have, you know. And the clover is promising you that there is something happening in your world that is leading into the outcome that you really want. It is like something is promised here that will lead into a lucky experience that you will have. But is keeping your mind in check. And there we have this reconciliations. And this can even mean that there was times in your life where you had to grieve, right? And this kept you in this place of, oh, always when this happens, and always when this appears, something bad will happen. But this is the moment where you allow yourself to move into a new adventure. And adventure means the unknown, right? It is the unknown that is creating something really magical for you. But it's the balancing act of getting your one foot out of the past to step into something new, and not bypassing, of course. We don't want to bypass. We want to repair. We want to change our future by digesting our past, by allowing our past to be in this place, but not to take the past to catastrophize. And this is like making or changing the frequency of fear. That is what we asked about frequency, how to hold your frequency. And that is like changing your own beliefs about what is happening in your life, what you are supposed to experience, and to change it from fear into adventure, from fear into, oh yeah, there is unknown. What does that mean? There can be a great outcome, right? Because we don't know yet. And we have the choice if we catastrophize or if we step into a new adventure. And that is the dancing on one foot, is this challenge that we have when we take this chance and when we make these choices to direct our mind in a specific way. And when we allow our energy to change, when we allow our experiences to change, because we let go of the past, we let go of the idea that everything has to we have to experience the same thing again. We don't. And to hold on to the past means that you hold on to a part of your ego that wants to tell the future, that wants to tell you that it is right by telling you that this is what is happening. And there is this ego part of you that has to die. And it dies by holding on to the things that you cannot see yet and to the breath that holds you in your own frequency. So this is forgive the past. The repairing of the veil is the moment where we can change our future by changing our perception, changing our way, how we think and feel about other people, about things that we experienced, and about all of the things that we call our past, you know. And this is the moment where you step into forgiveness, and that is what this card shows us. If we allow to forgive the past, and it's about forgiveness about ourselves, it's about forgiveness for other people for what they did, and not to give them a free pass, of course, but to get yourself out of the prison that holding on to grudges and to hate and to resentment is creating for yourself. And this is the moment where you allow yourself to forgive the past, where you have a clean slate afterwards, and then you can decide again if you want this to be a good outcome or if you want this to be the box of Pandora being opened. And that is a choice, because where energy goes, or where attention goes, energy flows. That is where we have the choice to create something really, really new, because we allow the future to unfold in a different way. We allow ourselves to be in this place of breathing and being in the present moment and allowing life to unfold. And that is what you can do now. And that is where you have the decision to shine your light. And we have the sun to shine your light and to let this whole thing unfold and to move it forwards. And we have the Knight of Wands, and staying in creations and letting go of the resentments and the nightmare that you felt was happening in your life. That is like Pandora's box, right? Thinking about things that will unfold. But what will unfold is fulfillment for you. And that is the beauty. Fulfillment is something else, right, than catastrophizing. Fulfillment is this moment where you step into the world, where you allow yourself to move forwards and to let go of the past. And there we have the Six of Swords as letting go of the past. And that is really something magical that is happening here. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Queen of Cups. She knows how resourceful she is. She knows how valuable her own emotions are. And then we have the Hierophant as inviting you to teach other people how to deal with this. And I think that's an invitation to step into your magic, to step into the knowing. And we have the Ace of Swords again. There is this he has a key in her hands to open up the new door to new thinking, to new experiences. And that is where this moment can unfold for other people as well, because you share your experiences with them. And there we have the King of Wands, who is able to create something really magical and out of the past hurts that they have. And this is like creating from trauma. This is creating, having ideas how to move this into creation and allowing this to be seen in the outer world by not stepping into the fights, but by creating something with it and using the energy that comes with the Five of Swords. There is a lot of energy that comes with this card that will be led into fighting other people. But this is a choice. This is a choice where you can let this go into creation. This is the King of Wands burning, right? He's burning with passion. And that is where the energy comes in, you know, the energy of creation, of passion. We can use it for destructive things, but we can use it for creative things as well. And the Temperance card is showing us that you are really guided by your spirit guides. You are supported, you are safe. That is how this Temperance card shows up, right? It's safe, it's peaceful, it's flowing, it is supporting you in creating yourself in a new way. And there we have the Hanged Man as well. And this is the knowledge that comes up with your experience in this. And the knowledge that comes with you changing your mind about your world, about the future, about all the things that you experienced in the past. Pile 2, this is your reading, because that is so clear that this is about you changing your mind about the things that you worry about, and to stay in the present moment, not to stay in your nightmare, to allow your light to shine and to move forwards in a really quick way, because you expect great things to happen. This is like opening up the world for this person hanging there, right? And the sky is opening up for it. And this is what is happening for you. This is the moment where you move towards adventure instead of moving towards war or destruction. And this is moving into the unknown, taking your past, but having this balancing act of allowing the past to be, allow the experience to be even a difficult one, and to step into the forgiveness. Forgiveness is your key. And forgiveness can only happen and when we realize that we hold ourselves in a prison of not forgiving. And it's a mind thing that's holding ourselves. It's not getting stuck in emotions. It's getting stuck in our own mind that holds us to this experience, and that holds us in this prison of not forgiving. And forgiveness is repairing the veil for yourself and for your future adventures, because there is something really magical coming up, and that is what this spirit of the river shows us. There is something magical coming up, and you are able to hold this balancing act of being in a moment where you realize what happened to you, and to digest all of this, and to mourn and to grieve all of this, and to step into the next phase without catastrophizing, without allowing fear to take over. And I saw this because I just waved my hand. I saw that this is underneath it all. It's judgment. It's this moment of change. It's this moment of ending and allowing yourself to be reborn, and not to hold on to all of this. This is the being reborn, right? It is this moment of ending and new beginning, and allow yourself to make a new adventure, open up a new hero's journey for yourself by forgiving the past. Forgive yourself, forgive other people, And allow yourself to change your mind about this, and then use this energy to create something magical for yourself that is an adventure for yourself. Yeah, that is, take this step, right? It's this ending, and maybe it feels overwhelming right now. It feels like you don't know where to go. But this card deck is showing you it is a new adventure, and it will be magical. Because you will feel that the sky is opening up for you. And this is the moment of letting go of the past, letting go of the old grudges, the old energies, and repairing the veil through forgiveness and allowing the lucky clover to come through. Thank you so much, Pile 2, for being here and for stepping into this task. I think you did a really great job. And I want to honor you for all that you experienced in your life, because it was something. And to honor you for this is really important, to honor yourself for this. You did this. And it's understandable that you jump in the fear. But now it's a new time. Now it's something else happening. And this judgment time, this judgment moment is inviting you to create something magical and something new. Without bypassing anything. You did it, you did it. And now it's time to move beyond and move into the next adventure. Great times ahead, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting this channel. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. And I see you soon. Welcome, Pile 3. You chose the Queen of Cups. And in this deck, the author said, we see the Queen of Cups as a bear wearing a crystal crown of amethyst looking up to the stars, the cosmos and beyond. The night is clear and represents her clarity of mind. She is calm and completely where she needs to be. She has endured much, but now she has gained complete emotional clarity and balance. She's very much connected to her cubs and her motherly instincts of knowing what is best for her family. She chooses to deal with things rationally and considerately. This is the energy of a woman that is wonderful, a wonderful mother, wife, and friend. She is loved and looked up to in her community and is often found working with children, animals, or in nature. She may even be in the health profession as a nurse or caretaker for the sick and elderly. She's also highly psychic and intuitive. She can tune into other people's emotional states and help them gain a higher understanding of their own feelings, helping others work through things. She's a total empath and gives excellent advice and counsel to all, especially in matter of family and relationships. There we can see the quality that leads you into to hold your own frequency in these times of change. This card is showing us a lot about this ability that you hold to stay in your frequency, and I need another one. There we go. So we'll see what that means for you, Pile 3. I have this one, and I feel this one. And we have this one. This and this. So let's take a look, Pile 3. We have the mouse. We have the anchor. And we have the flowers. And we have the midheaven and pinnacle. And we have square semi-sextiles as tension. And we have the confirmation that you are good enough, the full moon in Virgo. And we have the card enlightenment, no, illumination, it's called illumination. And this card is called belief. So illumination and belief. And this feels like something is, and I want to put them next to each other. I think I love this more. This feels like there was something that showed up in your life that gave you the feeling that you are not enough, that there is something missing inside of you. And this is the moment where this changes, because we have the mouse and the lack of maybe self-value, self-worth or something. And this is the change. So you held on to this idea of that there is not enough, that you are not enough. And now it is time to change that. And this is happening because you will be invited to grow. You will be invited to show yourself. And this will create a lot of tension inside of you because it will show up. This belief will show up, and this belief will challenge you, and maybe already challenged you in the past where you tried to show yourself in the outer world. It's always challenging you because it is this belief about yourself that will be not as loud as it is or as it was, but it will be showing up all the time when you show up in the outer world and show yourself. And this is your conditioning, right? But it's in this moment, and it's the invitation to step into the worth that you really bring to the table, that you really bring to this world, the value that you bring, and because you are this illuminated being, right? This is like the sky is opening up, and the rays of the sun are shining on this beautiful radiating horse, right? It is you. This is your ability to shine your light and to help other people to see the beauty in these experiences. And this is your skill, right? This is your skill to radiate your light into the outer world and believe in yourself. And that is what she does as well, right? She believes in her nature that is so nurturing. She believes in what she does, nurtures other people and helps the world to grow. And that is your solution about this self-worth issue that you came with. And this can just be about your upbringing, right? Someone did something to you that brought you into this place to believe that that you are not of value. But it is not the truth, because now it is showing up, and it is like in every single obstacle there is this is connected to the mouse, right? The obstacles are experienced by you, that it is your fault. So this is about, I feel that the obstacles that showed up in your world, you took them personally. You thought that there is something you did wrong, but you are not experiencing the world as try and error. Because every time an obstacle showed up, you said, oh, that was because I did something wrong. No, you didn't. Surrender to the world that is happening in this way. This is the moment where you have to rethink, you replenish yourself. It's not your fault. It is you repairing yourself in this present moment, repairing your body, mind, and spirit, and to rethink what you think about yourself in the world. And it is being the inspiration. And that's what you don't expect, that you can be the inspiration and that this will change the world if you allow yourself to be the inspiration. And because you held on to these old beliefs, that wasn't a thing for you to step into this place where you allow yourself to be the joyful muse, to be the inspiration for other people. And this is the moment where you surrender to life, where life wants to show you the worth that you have in your nurturing way of being in this present moment, looking at the stars like this Queen of Cups does, and knowing that she does things that nurture other people and that help other people by her own illumination and by illuminating other people and by showing that you believe in yourself and that you believe in other people, that you believe in a better world to show up when you step into this place of joy, when you step into this place of being an inspiration and a joyful inspiration as well. And that is the moment where you, even in dark times, even in times when you are challenged by the outer world, by things that happen to you, that happened in the outer world, you have to step into your joy and into your way, how you inspire other people by stepping into your own joy. And there we have the Hermit, and the Cat is coming as well. The Hermit showing up as enlightening the path for other people and for the boats to find the harbor, and embracing, and that comes with the Sky Dancer, the surrender, just surrender to the moment when something is breaking apart, and then having the choice to step into the muse and into the fulfillment, the wish fulfillment that comes with this, is where you choose to replenish yourself, where you choose to step into the joy, then this fulfillment comes. And then we have the Knight of Cups having the heart in, like an heart instrument in her hand, right? She's the Knight of Cups, offering to the world, offering maybe music to the world. We have twice this thing of music, sitting in a lotus that has to grow through the mud. That is what happens, right? And then to step into this new way, how to offer to other people, how to show up in your emotions and in your ability to give and nurture to other people. And there we have the resourcefulness of the Knight of Pentacles and the strength to step into the next phase. And the King of Swords has his mind in check and is making a choice to allow himself to experience something new, being ready to move or to move his swords if needed, but he doesn't have to. He's calm, right? He is relaxed. He doesn't have to do anything, but he has to make a choice. Has to make a choice to step into the courage to be all of this. Even in times of when things really are difficult to handle, and when we choose to be the hermit and we try to go back into the cave because there is this tower moment that is challenging us to make the choice to step into your joy and to your fulfillment and to give this to other people. It is like nurturing other people, and not to take a step back and to be stubborn about it. Give and take, give and take, give and take, give and take. And this is the Five of Pentacles is reminding us of the lack that is keeping you apart from this. The keeping you apart, and the devil combined with this Five of Pentacles is the idea of the lack that is there. And we are often addicted to this, right? We are addicted to the idea that we are not enough, because it's easy to to draw past, right? To draw back, to hide. But that is not what is needed right now. It's to overcome this by creating. And we have the Queen of Wands as the creator. She definitely knows what she wants. And then she pours it out into the world, because that is about giving. And that is about this relationship of giving and working with other people, pouring into each other's cups. That's what they do. And there we have the new beginning with the Fool and the Two of Wands that wants to see the outer world, but it's held back by the idea of holding the globe in her hand instead of walking out into the world. And this is trusting life, trusting your seeds, trusting that everything will come to fruition that you seeded. There is the seed coming up and a flower will grow out of it. That is the trustful that the Fool does. And that is the moment where you step into this place of trusting your path and trusting this moment of your new beginning, because that is the belief that is keeping you, or that is moving you forwards, and that is moving you into, even in challenging times, into this place of joy that you have to share with other people. Because if you share this with other people by overcoming your own tension that comes with it, right? This is, I don't want to diminish this. There's a lot of tension in here if we believe we are not enough. If we believe that we have to draw back if tension comes up. And if something is difficult in the outer world and challenging in the outer world, we draw back, and we have the conditioning to do so. This is a difficult path to be on, to be out there, to show yourself with it, to share all of it, and to be a role model, a beacon for other people, like the hermit is. This hermit is not in its cave. It is sitting there shining its light so that other people can find their way as well. That is the invitation. Take it as a new beginning, because it is. It's a new beginning into handling yourself in a different way, stepping into joy instead of stepping back. Pile 3, that is your invitation. What can I say? That is, and you are able to do this because you are this illuminated one. You are the one who is believing in energy, who knows that everything is energy, everything is created by energy. That is what you know. You have the wisdom within, and you are good enough to show it, because you can. And that is the invitation. Step into yourself, pile 3, and show the world the joy in challenging times. Show the world the inspiration that you had in times of challenges, times of change, and the courage that you have to step into the new and to experience something new. This is your job, because you can do it. Replenish yourself. Allow yourself to recover, and then step into the next phase that is joyful, that is new, that is abundant, that is wish fulfillment, instead of keeping yourself apart from all of this. Thank you so much, pile 3, for being here, for listening, and for being all of this, being this creative and this nurturing that you are. Thank you so much, and I see you soon.